Unfortunately, Splatoon 3 didn't show up in Nintendo's Direct early on in the week. A lot of people found that disappointing. It is okay to find that disappointing despite what some people on the internet want to make you think. I have seen some people attacking Splatoon fans for expressing their disappointment about there not being a trailer for Splatoon 3. I do find those sort of comments probably are coming from people who were saying early on in the year, oh, why is Splatoon 3 a thing when we got Splatoon 2? Oh my god, it didn't deserve to close out the February Direct. So yeah, unfortunately it really does seem like as the years do go by, I have been pretty much following Nintendo on Twitter, the conversation around Nintendo for quite a while now, probably for about the last 9 or 10 years, but it does really feel like the conversation is becoming more and more toxic. But yeah, I don't really want to get too much into that because I am melting away right now and I really want to get into the stuff that I really want to talk about in this video. So yeah, don't want this video to go on for too long. But yeah, pretty much no Splatoon 3. Unfortunately, it was something that I was expecting. I did say something along these lines in an earlier video back in April. I've always felt like Splatoon 3 will not show up at E3. When the game did get revealed back in February, Nintendo did post a couple of tweets where they did say that Splatoon 3 will not launch for some time, and it will be a while before they do give out more information on the game. They even did say to play Splatoon 2 in the meantime, which does send out the impression that it will be a while before we do hear new information about the game. Any news about the game, it feels like it will be longer than the 4 months between February when the game did get revealed and in the middle of June when E3 is due to take place. Those tweets make it sound like we will have to wait longer than 4 months to hear more information, more stuff about the game before Nintendo does come out with anything new to share about Splatoon 3. In a follow-up video a couple of weeks ago, I did say that I was a little bit more optimistic, but I only said that I was like 50-50 in terms of Splatoon 3 showing up. I always felt that Splatoon 3 was a bit of a long shot based on what Nintendo did say when Splatoon 3 did get revealed. That is why I felt that it wasn't going to show up at E3, and unfortunately I was right on this occasion. My track record for predictions have been really poor in the past. Unfortunately, I was right this time around, and unfortunately we didn't get any new Splatoon 3 footage or a new Splatoon 3 trailer at E3. And yeah, what got people's hopes up was Samus Hunter 2, who was full of rubbish, full of nonsense. I will not be mentioning their name again on the channel because it's obvious they know nothing. But yeah, they got everybody's hopes up time and time again when they said, oh yeah, Splatoon 3 is 100% going to show up. That is something that they said along the lines, and then they kept moving the goalposts and saying, oh, my sources are now saying this, my sources are now saying that. Well, you're full of rubbish, you know nothing, you're pretty much doing what I'm doing, just guessing. But the thing is, you are dressing up your guesses, not as predictions like what I was doing, like what I did. I predicted that Splatoon 3 wasn't going to show up at E3, but Samus Hunter 2 was acting like they had connections to the industry, and they don't. It's obvious they don't. They like to dress things up as they do have connections to the industry. Look at all of the stuff I have got right. It's obvious they were lucky guesses like what my predictions were for Nintendo's E3. Obviously I got Splatoon 3 right, but I said if Breath of the Wild 2 was going to show up, we will get a brief trailer with a 2022 release date. We will get a new 2D Metroid game revealed based on what a Brazilian insider did reveal. He did say that we will get a new Splatoon reveal. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes will get revealed, and that is how I based my prediction for Metroid, like a new 2D Metroid game, which turned out to be true. I also said in my Nintendo E3 predictions video, lower your expectations. We probably will not get like the Metroid Prime 4, the Switch Pro, the Breath of the Wild 2 blowout, Mario Kart 9. We probably will not get F-Zero, Star Fox, Bayonetta 3 and, you know, Star Tropics and whatever, Kid Icarus and whatever flipping people mention nowadays. But I said, look at what Nintendo have done in the past. Look at Nintendo's E3s, their previous 2 E3s, they weren't earth-shattering. They were the words I did use in that video. But anyway, the thing that I'm trying to say here is that I was just guessing. I was just pretty much going off a gut feeling. I wasn't dressing up as, yeah, I know this sort of stuff. I have industry connections. I wasn't doing it to, you know, chase sort of followers and chase clout on the internet like what Samus Hunter 2 was doing. I just find it really, really annoying. I find it a little bit, I don't know how strong I want to word it, but I find it a little bit disgraceful how people like Samus Hunter 2 get people's hopes up, and when it doesn't happen, they run away and say, oh my god, no, it's my sources. It's their fault. No, you don't have any sources. You're just guessing like me, so stop it. Get off the internet, delete your account, because you're worth flipping nothing now. You're worth, like, your word is worth nothing. So, yeah, Samus Hunter 2 got everybody's sort of hopes up. But I was still sort of thinking, you know what, I'm just not really expecting it. It would be great if we did get more Splatoon 3 stuff at E3, but I wasn't really expecting it. But anyway, let's get right into what I want to talk about. Apologies for the rambling, but I just really wanted to get that off my chest because, you know what, stuff needs to be said. I'm going to say it. I don't know whether you guys will want to hear it or not, but Stuffy, let's just get on with it. I'm not going to re-record this video because I am melting away. I probably said that already. I can't remember what I have already said or not. But yeah, now that Splatoon 3 didn't show up at E3, when will we get the next news for Splatoon 3? Now, back in April, back in my first sort of Splatoon 3 at E3 discussion video, I said that my gut feeling, and this is what I am sticking to at the moment, is that at the earliest, we will get news for Splatoon 3 in their typical September Direct, where pretty much they outline some games that will be coming out in the following year, and we do know that Splatoon 3 will be coming out next year, but there is no guarantee that will happen. And like what I said in one of the videos that I did make about Splatoon 3 at E3, I said go in not expecting any Splatoon 3 at E3, because then if it does happen, it would be a really good, pleasant surprise, and that is what I will be going in with. And by the way, I also said take all rumours with a massive pinch of salt, and this is why I say that sort of stuff. This is why I say that stuff about rumours in every single video, because we don't know how trustworthy these rumours are, pretty much. So yeah, that is why I did say that, and unfortunately, you know what, I was right to say it. I didn't want to be, but yeah, there was a reason why I said that in the 2 videos I did make before E3. But yeah, anyway, going back, there is no guarantees that Splatoon 3 will show up at E3. We don't know when in 2022 we will get Splatoon 3. It could be this time next year. We might have to wait until the first Direct of the year to get another trailer, because that is what it will just be. Our next news drop will be another trailer, maybe with a specific release date, but it probably will not cover a lot of details in that trailer. I will talk about what I think Nintendo, or what to expect from Nintendo before Splatoon 3's release, and you know what sort of information we will get when we will get it. But yeah, when we will get like more Splatoon 3 news, I'm just expecting a similar sort of trailer to the reveal trailer, where it will probably be focused on the story, and it will just be like a minute or 2 minutes worth, and then at the end we probably will get a 2022 release date. But when will we get more Splatoon 3 news? Like I said, it could be as early as September. We probably will not get anything before then, because it makes no sense for Nintendo to announce news for a game that isn't coming out until 2022. They will be focusing on games that will be coming out this year before September, their typical September direct. So yeah, I don't really expect anything before September. So September is the earliest. Like what said before, it all depends on when Splatoon 3 will be coming out. Because if it is coming out, maybe this time next year, maybe in July, like what Splatoon 2 did, we might not get anything until the first direct of the year in February or March. That is when they typically do like a direct. So it could be as early as September, or it could be as late as February or March. Yeah, I feel like we could even see Splatoon 3 at next year's E3. So yeah, we just don't know when it will be coming out, and that could be the key sort of thing in terms of when we will get the next Splatoon 3 news. And yeah, we might have to be patient. When we do get more Splatoon 3 news, then I will cover it on the channel. So make sure you are hitting that subscribe button to stay up to date with everything Splatoon 3. And yeah, pretty much I do have a long list, or quite a long list, of videos to sort of make between now and September. So yeah, I've still got some videos I need to make or want to make about Splatoon 3, and yeah, you will probably see them between now and then. And yeah, pretty much my thoughts on the direct. I thought it was better overall than the February one, minus Splatoon 3. I felt like the direct didn't really have a wow moment for me apart from Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, but I know for a lot of people, Metroid Dread was just as big as Splatoon 3, or if not bigger, pretty much. That is just how big that Metroid Dread announcement was. I feel like if Nintendo sort of shuffled around their sort of announcements and not separate their Pokemon presentations, because you don't see Microsoft and Bethesda do separate press conferences now. So I feel like Nintendo and Pokemon should combine together, and what they could have done in their February direct is move Splatoon 3 and have in its place Pokemon Diamond Pearl remakes and Pokemon Legends Arceus, and then at the very end of their E3 direct they could have revealed Splatoon 3, and I feel like that would have made things a little bit better in terms of the optics for these directs. But overall I thought the direct was good. Nothing really sort of earth-shattering for me. I'm not sure how many games I will actually pick up from that direct. I'm not really bothered about that because I've got plenty of games to still play. I am currently playing Splatoon 1 on the Wii U. I personally wanted to see Splatoon 3, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and Pokemon Legends Arceus in the direct. I feel like that would have raised my sort of excitement for that direct even more. But I thought overall, I thought it was a good direct. Their best E3 direct probably since 2017. So yeah, that's just pretty much all I have to say in this video. Our next news drop will probably be in September, but like what I said before, don't go in expecting that. It might not happen just like this time around. If there are lessons to be learned about no Splatoon 3 at E3, it's just go into every direct not expecting anything, and then if it does happen, then yeah, pretty much it will be a pleasant surprise. But on the flip side, Nintendo have to reveal more news at some point, so they will probably do a news drop in a direct at some point as well. But yeah, we'll talk about that sort of stuff in a separate video. But that is pretty much it with this video. I will see you in another video soon.